Hi there, my name's Chris from Learn WP with Chris, and today I've got a new tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make this website here using the optimizer theme. I'm going to show you how to make a logo. I'm going to show you how to get you this menu here and how to make this cool image on the background here. And you scroll down, it gets darker. I'm going to show you how to get this text here with links to your different pages on your website. I'm going to show you how to make these blocks with little images for them as well. And I'm also going to show you how to make a sweet blog page here where each of your little blog posts come out in little images and you can just click on them and it takes you to the page. I'm going to show you what to do with your sidebar, how to put your social media icons in here. I'm also going to show you how to get images and videos into your posts like this, your picture here and your video. I'm going to show you how to leave replies and comments. I'm going to show you how to edit all the different kinds of text, bold, italics, quotes. I'm going to show you how to do this little calendar here. I'm also going to show you how to make this cool contact page as well, where people can email you and also have a map of where your business is. I'm also going to show you how to get with HostGator and how to set up your WordPress page to begin with, because I know it can be a bit of a melt to understand. I'm going to take you step by step how to get this as cheaply as possible. I'll have a couple of coupons. I can get your first month's hosting for a penny, or I can get your total hosting price at 25% off, which I'll show you in a moment. So let's just get started. Now we're just going to go over what we need to get our website up and running. The first thing that we're going to need is our domain. A domain is really important to have your website running. You pretty much need it. If you don't know what a domain is, a domain, for example, is like www.google.com. That website name is the domain name. A domain is fairly cheap. It does only cost $12.95 a year. You only need to pay this once a year in one large amount, and even once the year is up, it's up to you to decide to continue paying for it. The next step is hosting. Hosting's super important. Hosting is basically a server or a computer elsewhere that is hosting your website to keep it online. If you weren't paying for your hosting, no one would be able to visit your site. Hosting is fairly cheap as well. It does only cost $7 a month, but I will get you your first month for just 1 penny, which is great. I will also have another code that will be able to get you 25% off your hosting. So if you do want to buy your hosting in bulk, you can get 25% off, so you will save a lot more money there. The next step is installing WordPress. WordPress is just a CMS, a content management system. WordPress is great because it's completely free and it does all the coding for you, so you don't need to have any coding knowledge at all to create a website. It is actually brilliant. The next step is installing the theme, and I will show you one of my favorites, and it is also free. So no money there either. And then finally, once we've got our domain, hosting, installed WordPress and installed the theme, I'm going to show you how to create this website that I have made, and I'm going to do this for free. I don't want to charge people to create websites. I just want to share my knowledge with the rest of you. So the first thing we're going to do is open up our web browser and go to www.hostgator.com. Once you're here, just click Get Started Now. And on this page, we'll see the 3 different plans that HostGator can offer us. First of all, we have the hatchling plan, the baby plan, or the business plan. In my honest opinion, the business plan does come with a lot of different add-ons that I don't think we're going to need. So this leaves it between the hatchling plan or the baby plan. The difference between these two plans is the hatchling plan allows us to have 1 single domain, while the baby plan allows us to have unlimited domains. This basically means the hatchling plan allows us to have just the 1 website, while the baby plan means we can have as many websites as you like. So once you pick your plan, just click Sign Up Now. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go for the hatchling plan. So that's going to bring you to this page here, and this is where we're going to choose our domain name. So go ahead and type your domain name here. So I'm just going to type in here, Learn WP with Chris. And then over here, you want to to choose your extension. Your extension is either going to be .com or .net or even .me. So once you've typed in your domain name, it's going to come up if it's going to be available or not. If it says added primary, it's available, but if it doesn't say this, it's not. Once you've chosen your domain name and found out that it's available, just scroll down here until it says domain privacy protection. This is totally optional. I personally don't use it myself, but if you do want to use it, just keep it checked and it will be added to your bill. Then just scroll down some more until you see choose a hosting plan. Just confirm that you have chosen the package type that you chose at the start. Next, you pick your billing cycle. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to go for the 1 month because I can get you that one for a penny. Next, choose a username and a security pin to be used for HostGator. Under that, you enter in your personal information like your email, your name, and your address. Also, on the right hand side is where you choose your payment type. You can either choose credit card or PayPal. Next is to add additional services. Personally, I don't use any of these, but if you want to have a look through and check for yourself, go ahead. Next is where we enter in our coupon code. There is already going to be one here, but I say remove this and enter in. For your first month for just a penny, type in 1 penny Chris, or for 25% off, 25 off Chris WP. Once you've typed in the code, click validate. So just scroll back up to hosting add-ons and uncheck this because it sometimes reapplies itself, and scroll back down and it should reflect the price again. Then once you're ready, click I have read and agreed to terms and conditions and hit checkout now. Once you've made your order, head to your emails and open up the email from HostGator called Your Account Info. It'll look something like this. This email provides you with all your account information like your control panel link, your username, your password, and your server IP. Don't panic if you don't get your email straight away, it might take a little while. So if you just want to click the link to your control panel here is the cPanel login screen. Just enter in the username and password that was in the email provided. Congratulations, we've now logged into cPanel. Just click away all these adverts here. So this is a logged into a HostGator control panel for the first time, and this is where we're going to install WordPress from. But first of all, let's click up here to get the new experience. Just click the X once it's opened. And here you have the new experience of the control panel for HostGator. So to install WordPress, we just have to click over here at WordPress Installer. So here, under this drop-down menu, just click on your domain name, then hit next. So just enter your blog title. So I'm going to put in Learn WP with Chris. And then put your admin user, so just your name, and then your first and last name. And then the email address that you signed up with. Once you're done, just click here at the Terms and Services Agreement and click Install Now. Once your installation is complete, just copy your password here and click on this link here. Then click Admin Login. Type in your username or email and copy the password that you just received before and click Login. We are now at the WordPress dashboard. Here is where we're going to make our website. So the first thing we're going to do is change the password because you don't want to use that other one that we've got sent in the email. So if you head down to Users, click on your name and then Edit. And if you scroll down, you'll see Account Management. You want to generate a password and then add in whatever you want your new password to be. Make sure that it is strong and then click Update Profile. I'm just going to do mine now. The next thing we're going to do is install our theme. So if you just want to click over here where it says Appearance and then Themes. So once you get here, you can see here that there is already some themes here and one of them's already installed and active, but we're not going to be using any of these. So we're going to go over here and click Add New Theme. And the theme that we're going to be using today is called Optimizer. So that's OPTIMIZER. M-I-Z-E-R, and there it is there. So if you just want to click that and click install, and then once that's done, click activate. If you click over here and visit the site, you can open up a new tab if you want. So as you can see, our theme's looking fairly well. We're just going to add some content here to make it look a little bit better and not so basic. So the next thing we're going to do is clean up a bit of the stuff on the website to make it run a little bit better. So if we just go back to your dashboard and then click over here where it says posts. So as you can see, once we're on our post page here, we already have a post already called Hello World. This is the default one that appears every time you start your website. This is where you would post all your new posts or your blog posts here. And you will just click up here and add new. So if you go to your website and scroll down, you can see that the post Hello World is actually already here. So if we go back to our post page, you can actually just delete this. So if you go over it and hit trash. Now this doesn't fully delete it, so if you want to completely remove it, you can actually get rid of it out of your trash by clicking delete permanently. So if you go back to your website and hit refresh, you'll now see the post is gone. So if we go back to the post page, once you've made a fresh install on WordPress, you do get that default post, and you also get a default page. So if we go over to our pages here, we can actually see that there is a sample page. So let's just throw that in the trash as well. And of course, permanently delete it. So the next thing we're going to remove is our plugins. So if you click over here on plugins, so we're actually going to remove all of these plugins for the time being. So if you just want to deactivate any plugins that you might have already activated, and then we're going to delete all of these as well. So just have a look at there. You can click on here and it will highlight them all. Bulk actions, they've all been deactivated, but just delete them as well. So once you've deleted all your plugins, if you don't really know what a plugin is, the basic way to explain it is just like a tool or like an app that you can put on your website to enhance it a little bit more, things that WordPress doesn't have in it already. We are going to get some plugins in a moment, which I'll show you how to use and what they're used for. So the next thing we're going to do is just head down to settings here, and we're going to click on permalinks. What this here is every time you make a new page on your website here, this is how it's going to look. It's going to show the name of the website. Let's say you have it on day and name. When you make a new page, it's going to look a lot like this, where it has the date and then the name of the page that you made. The best way to do it, and the best way for SEO, search engine optimizing, is to use it with the post name here. So it'll have your website name and then just the page name after it as well. It's a lot easier for people to find your websites for like Google, or even when you have a link like this. So once you've picked the setting you found is best, my honest opinion is still the post name. Just click Save Changes and then that will be saved. So I think it's about time we start actually putting some content and pages onto our website here. I think we're going to start off with the menu. So if we go over to Appearances, and then if you just click over here on Customize, normally you would click Menus, but on this theme it's a bit different. So if you just click on Customize here, when you first get here, you might get a wee pop-up box that says, do you want to start a tour of this theme? I would recommend it. It will show you how to really get through all the different settings and where things are and stuff up here as well. I'll explain just a little bit about it. but I'm going to go through a bit with you anyway. So the first thing we're going to do is the menus, like I said before. So we just go over here and click menus, and then you want to click add a menu. Just give it any old name that you want. I'm just going to call mine Learn WP with Chris for the time being. If I can spell my own name, create menu. So once you've given yourself a menu name, we're going to have to add some pages because we don't have any pages at all at the moment. Also, if you click here, well, if you have a look over here where it says display location, it'll say either header navigation or even footer navigation. This means the menu is either going to be at the top or it's either going to be at the bottom. I prefer it to be at the top, so I'm just going to click header navigation. So now it's going to appear up here once we add a few items. So if we go over here, click add items, as you can see there's already a home page, but we're going to need more than that. I'm going to have an about page. We're going to have a contact page as well. You of course can put in as many pages that you want in on your website, but for the time being I'm just going to have these 3 here. Make sure that you do have your home page on as well. I'm actually going to rearrange these because they're in the wrong order, so I'm just going to X all of them out, put them in the order that I want. So home, about, and then contact. So once you're done, just click save and publish up at the top here. You might have been wondering why I haven't put a blog page in, but I'm actually going to have the blog on the home page, so that explains that. So just click save and publish there. And as you can see, we now have a home, about, and contact on the home page there, ready for you. So now that the menu is done, we're going to start editing the actual home page. Main focus is this area here. Get it a little bit more personalized to yourself. So let's get started on that. So the first thing we're going to do on the main home page here is we're going to be changing this background image here. It is already a pretty strong image, but you're going to want to have to pick your own to stand out from the rest, from all the other competition that you're going to be facing. But I know somewhere where we can get free high quality photos. So if you just want to open up a new tab and go to unsplash.com, and here you can actually just find a whole website just filled with high quality photos that are just perfect for websites. So yeah, scroll down here until you find something that really stands out. I think you can even also search at the top. I think, let's have a look. Yeah, search at the top here. So let's say you have some kind of theme that you want to stick by. Let's say you want to use a lot of mountains. You'll find loads of high quality images which show mountains and hillside areas. So yeah, just go through this until you find some things that you like. Even just download a bunch of them. You just click on them. Look, they're already huge. And if you just go up here at the top right and just click download, just get a bunch and find some that you can switch about and figure out which you're going to be the most happiest with. What I would also recommend is either using a darker image and then a light, like a white text on front, or then the opposite, a white light background image and then a dark font and words on the front of it, just to make it stand out from each other. So once you've found your high quality image that you're going to want to use, we're going to have to head back to the main menu of here, Optimizer, and you want to go to front page, and then we just want to click on slider, and here is where you change it here. As you can see, there's the one that we have at the moment. So if you just click change image, and this is where you can just load all your files in. You can even just drag them in from your folder. So I'm just going to get my pictures now here. So once you've selected all the images, it's going to take a while for someone to load because they are 4K images, really big ones. So it may take about a minute for them all to load. But don't worry, they are still doing it. they haven't broken or anything like that. Just give it about a minute, and then they all should load. So now that all your images are in the media library, you just want to have a click inside which one you want to use, and over here you can actually give it a title and a caption and alternative text. It's always good to have actual text and not just the file name that you downloaded, as it's a lot easier for when you're using a search engine like Google to find all your stuff. So give it just a name. I'm going to continue just calling it waves for the time being. I'm going to just choose this image here now and see what it looks like on the website. So as you can see, the high quality image has now been put in. So once you've got your image uploaded and you're happy with the image that you've chosen and that you're happy with the way it looks on the website, we'll move on to the next step. Well, first of all, let's just click Save and Publish and head to the website and give it a refresh to see what it looks like. As you can see, starts off with your big background, and you can just scroll down and you can see this text that we have on the front of it still here. I do like it with a big image. As soon as you get onto the website, you've got this big huge image and you got your name of your website up at the top, and then you just scroll down and find the content. So let's actually just move on to the next step from here. As you notice at the top, we have this transparent menu. This can be changed. I'll show you what it is, the other options are. So if we just go back to your customize, and then we go to header, and then header, and you see transparent header on front page. Let's have a look at that without that. As you can see, you got this big white bar. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the transparency to it, so I'm going to keep that enabled. And just keep it on Save and Publish. While we're here, you can actually see where it says site title and logo. That's your bit up here. So if we just click on that, you can actually change this to whatever you like. I like it as Learn WP with Chris, but as you can see, it does update at real time. But I'm going to keep that as it is. But you can also change the tagline. So I'm just going to change mine to Learning WordPress for free, because that's what we're doing today. And of course, you can just change the font of this as well to whatever you like. Just find something that you're a little bit more comfortable with and you feel like stands out from the rest. Just go scroll down and just find the one you're used to. Love You Like Your Sister, and that's not a very nice one. Ledger, I like the sound of that. I'll keep that as Ledger then. So whenever you're happy with your text, your site title, and what font, and maybe even what color you like it, just click Save and Publish like a normal. And now the next step, we're going to work on this little bit here, change a few things about, So to do that, we just need to head back out, back to where we were. Get back to the, let's call it the dashboard here. Click on front page, and then you want to go to slider and scroll down. And here where it says static slide content, you want to just click edit content. Once you get in here, if it's on the text section here, it does look a bit of a melt and a bit too much nonsense, but we can do this a lot easier by just clicking on visual, and you can see that whatever is written down over here is written over here, and you can change this to whatever you like. So I'm just going to change some of these words here. I do like the way it's kind of set up, but I'm going to just change it to, let's keep it all in caps. Free WordPress tutorials. Maybe get those full stops towards the end. And then I'll change the bottom as well. Keep it in the same font size. I can teach you how to build a professional quality website in easy under 2 hours. It's no problem at all. So once you've done, let's just click Save and Close and see what that looks like. Awesome. Free WordPress tutorials, everything's sitting where I want it. It's not flipping out and going making new lines or anything like that. It's exactly how I want it. So the next step is these buttons here. We don't want the demo on the download link. We're going to make these go to our new pages that we're going to make in a moment, but we might as well rename them first. So if you go over here to button 1, as you can see it says demo. We're going to change that to about, because that's one of the pages that we've made. Here where it says button link, at the moment it just has a wee hash key as a wee placeholder. But once we've made our about page, we're going to come in here and put the link to our about page here. So once you click the about, it takes you to the about page. But for now, just leave that blank and head over to button 2 and change that to contact, because that's the other page that we've made. Contact us. I'll go contact us. It looks a little bit nicer. And the same goes with this link as well. We're going to be changing that later, so don't worry about that right now. You can also change the color and the style of them, but I really like the way it is. It even stands out against the blue sea here, which is always really good. You just notice as well when you scroll down, it does get a little bit darker as well. That's a nice added touch. But once you're done, just go up to the top here and click Save and Publish. Also, let's optimize a little logo thing here. We don't want that here either. If you go back up to Edit Content, you'll notice right here, right at the top, there's like an image. Just remove that, and that'll remove that for you there. If you hit Save and Close, it should disappear. There you go, much better. You can add in your own logo if you like, but for now I'm just going to remove it and keep it blank. So let's just go visit our website and give it a refresh and see how things are looking now. Oh, I don't think I hit Save and Publish. So click Save and Publish. Go back, refresh. As you can see, we start off at the top with our nice image, our logo, our menu, scroll down, darkens up a bit. Free WordPress tutorials, your tagline, your about, and contact us page. And if you scroll down, it's all a bit blank here because we don't have any content yet. We're going to get to that in a moment. So from here, we're going to go to the dashboard. So if you go up here onto where it says your website name, click dashboard, get that open. So we're going to make some blog posts. So if you head over up here where it says posts, all posts, and then we're going to click add new. Here is where you title your post, and here's where you enter in the actual content of your post. For the time being, I'm just going to create a couple of dummy posts just to give it a little bit of substance, and I'll go through what we can do to help manipulate and change it to make it look a little bit better. So the first post let's just call it WordPress. WordPress is, keep it capitals, why not? WordPress is easy and fun. I'll put an exclamation mark as well. We need some dummy text here. I'm just going to fire some in that you can just get off the internet just to fill up the content. There we go. Paste all that in. Before I start editing all of this, I'm going to make my 2 other posts first. So if we just click publish there, and then we're going to add a new one. So up to the top, add new. And this one, HostGator is amazing. Because it's one of the best hosting platforms out there, best customer service, and always pretty reliable with me anyway. So HostGator is amazing. Add in the dummy text again. Of course, you're going to be writing much different stuff. You're going to be explaining what your website's all about, what your business is all about, everything to do with your website. It's all going to be here. Then we just click publish, and I'm just going to add one more before I start editing some more. So my next one, let's call, really this should have been my first one, but welcome to my site. Throw in some dummy text for the time being, click publish. Then so once you've got your free setup, head to all posts. Let's start off with welcome to my site. Let's click onto that one. As you can see, it's all here. But what we want to do to make everything look great is, let's say, when you scroll down here, all your posts are going to be here. What we want is an image. So every time you click that image, you'll be sent to that post. So if we go back here, and if you go to the bottom right, it's called Set Featured Image. So click on that. So once you've picked the image you want to use for that post, just click it, Set Featured Image. And there you go. And if you click Update, visit your site. Oh, I clicked the right button. No. Visit the site. And if you scroll down, we have it. So our posts are here. We have a featured image for them. But we are going to do a bit more work on this as well. So I'm just going to go and put these featured images on each of these posts. So go back to your post page and go to your next one. HostGator is amazing for me. And then set featured image. And for this one, I will use this one. This one will be nice. Set featured image. Update. Go to your next post. WordPress is easy and fun. Set featured image. And I will go for these rocks here. Waves and rocks. Click update. Head back to your website, click refresh and have a quick look. As you can see, all your posts are all read out with a nice image beside them, but there's still more to do here right now. So like I said, we're going to change this. I want this in a different style, and I'll show you what I mean now. So what you want to do is you want to go to your appearance, back to customize. So we're going to change some of the stuff here. So we want to go over to front page and then front page widgets and then click add a widget. And then if you click over here where it says posts, we're going to see a new style here right away. As you can see, we've got them out as pictures like this. So when you click on it, it opens up that post for you. I believe it looks a lot nicer. It gives you a nice, well-structured homepage. You can go back to whatever you want to. If you wanted to use the one before, you can. But if you want to do it the way I am, just follow what I've been doing so far. There is also a few other layouts, so we'll have a look at them. Layout 2 over here. So you see, you still have the images, but then you have a little bit of a preview on what was said. Or we have layout 4 apparently, which is the way we kind of had it before, but like I said, I want to keep it on layout 1. I really love the way this looks. So the next thing we'll change is this little bit here. At the moment it says our work and then check out our work. I actually want it to say our blog, because that's what it is. Our blog. And then below that, I want it to say our latest posts. I'll just keep it normal. Latest posts. So if you just scroll down here as well, you can choose how many number of posts you want. Seeing as I only have 3, I'm just going to change that to 3, just to make sure that it stays like that. And you can also, the title divider, which is this little thing here, you can actually change that to whatever you like. I'm actually going to change it to a bolt. Ah, that looks a lot nicer. And it keeps with my stormy, well, not so stormy, but our beach kind of look. You can also change like the post background color and stuff like that. But I feel it sometimes messes things up if you've already got things a certain color. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is because I like it simple. Too much color going around really just messes with your eyes and distracts you from what you're actually meant to be looking at. Once you've done editing and changing everything about here, just make sure you click save and publish so you don't lose everything you've done. And then we will be We're gonna edit our blog posts a little bit on the actual content of them. So if you go to your actual main dashboard, so if you go back to your website and click dashboard there, it's the quickest way to get there. Once you're here, we'll just go back to your posts, all posts, and we'll start off with welcome to my site. So once we're here, one thing to point out, this button here is your toolbar toggle. It gives you a few more options like your text color and stuff, so make sure that you have that enabled. But the first thing we're going to do is make it look like we actually have a header, like a wee title inside the text. So if we just separate some of this here, just press return a few times, and you highlight this, and if you change that to, let's say, heading 1, it comes up a lot larger, a nice big heading size and shape. This really stands out and really just gives it a bit of a title to your inside of your content here. A lot of the stuff here you will see if you use Microsoft Word or any other text program. So if you are already comfortable with that, you're going to know a lot of the stuff I'm going to show you. But for people who are not, you can actually like highlight some things and then make them bold. So they've got a bit of a bold look to them. You can also put them in italics as well, that's I. So it gives that a bit of an italic look. And you can also, if you highlight a big section of it, you can actually block quote it, which makes it look like you've actually quoted something. So that's always a little added thing to do as well. But don't forget, you will have to put quotes on these as well if you want to make it look exactly like a quote. But I'm sure you're comfortable with stuff like that. You've also got your other settings up here as well. You can make a wee bulleted list if you've made a list, a number list. You can send things. Let's highlight this bit here. We can align that to the left. We could align this section to the right. Well, we'll center that first, and we'll do the bottom section to the right. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. Aligning text is always really good if you're putting in media. Let's say we have this to the right here. We're going to just click over here, click add media, and we'll throw in a little picture onto this page. So let's just throw in this picture of the sky here. Sky. Insert into post. Actually, full size. See what that looks like. One moment. It's a huge picture. So just click update. And let's have a quick look at it on our website. Let's quickly get to our website. Scroll on down. Well, WordPress is easy. In fact, that wasn't the one. Let's go back. Welcome to my site. Here we have your heading, your boldedness, there's your italics there, your quote. Now we've got a huge image in there as well. I do believe this image is a little bit big, so it might be better to use a smaller one. I think I'm just going to edit that. I'll put in a smaller one there myself. So let's just add media. I'll just go back for that waves one because I know that's fairly small. Hopefully, I think we change the size. Medium should be alright. Insert into post. There we go. And you can align that to the left or the center or to the right. Because we've got this to the right, I'm going to align the picture to the left. Let's update that. Refresh. And as you can see, it's a much better image size really. We didn't really need one that big. There is a few other things that we can still do in our editing. We can, let's say we highlight even just this word here. You can put a line through, I think, with one of these. The better way to do it, let's say you had a price and you've actually changed that price. So let's say this is 25% off, but you actually was actually cheaper than that. What you could do is highlight that. See where it says strike through, you click that and it puts a line through it. Like that's how it used to be. This is how it is now. Make sure you uncheck 50% off. So you see what I mean with that. You can also, let's say you want to have a horizontal line for, look at that. We've just put a nice big line separating the stuff. I'll do it from here instead. Separates it all up a bit. Put another line, separate that. Keeps things a little bit more separate if they are. These horizontal lines just structure the whole page just a little bit more better for yourself. Mess around with yourself and get it all styled out the way you want it and make things look a bit more presentable. So you can also change the text color as well. We'll change the heading color as to, I don't know, like a maroon color or something. So just one other thing that you can edit. A good thing to do is make a link out of the text that you've actually made. So let's say, let's just use this section here, and then you put insert edit link here. You can type in the page where it's going to open. So let's say you wanted to take it to your home page. You just literally write what your website's called. Optimizer is what I've called my homepage. Optimizer, hit apply, and if you click, it takes you to your homepage. So that's how you make links. If you want to have a video here, this is also really straightforward. So let's say we go to YouTube, and I'm just going to get my video up, one of my older videos here just for the time being. Grab this video here. I'll just pause that for the moment. And what you want to do is scroll down and see where it says share. You want to click that and then embedded. This will give you HTML style link. If you copy that, go back to your edit post. And if you scroll to the top and click on text, that's where everything's all just a bit of a mess. If you just go down, let's say right down here, paste that in. So once that's pasted in, if you just scroll up, click update, and then if we go back to our website and have a look at this, we're on the page here, let's refresh that. If you scroll down, there's your video, and you can align that to the center, left or right, however you want, but it'll even just play straight from your website, so that's always really handy as well. So as you can see, there's your colored header, there's the bold that we did, there's the italics that we did, here's the quote, and here's your little lines between things, there's your strike through, there's your link. If you click that, even if you middle click, that will open up as a new tab as well. Scroll down, here's our picture aligned to the left beside our text aligned to the right, and below all that is our video. As you can see, your previous post is there as well. And if you scroll down, you can also leave a reply. If anyone is visiting your site, they can just write this down and leave a reply for you to have at the bottom of it as well. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to get a plugin to just enhance these blog posts just that little bit extra more. So if you go to your actual dashboard, and then if you go down to plugins, and then click add new, and so the plugin that we're going to get is called Access Press, that's all one word there, social share, and it's this one over here, the social share WordPress plugin, Access Press social share. So if you just click install now, and then once that's done, click activate. So if you have noticed down here where it says Access Press social share, this is new here, wasn't there before. If you click on this, here is where you can choose which social media you want to be able to share with your blog posts. So if you want people to share them through your email, make sure that is enabled, as well as print. But now you'll be able to share these posts through Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. So once you're happy with the social media you've chose, just click Save Settings. And now if we go to Share Options, and you just want to change this just to post. If you just want your blog post to be shareable, not your pages and your front pages, just keep it there at posts and click Save Settings. So next you click on Display Settings and make sure you have it on below content. I do believe it looks a lot better there. Here is all the different kind of themes for your share buttons. Already it's at this one here. It's kind of nice. If you scroll down, they'll come up and show in different options. I actually like a nice simple rounded button, so I'm just going to go on theme 4 and then click Save Settings. You can have a look at the rest here, but I do feel like you don't really need to change anything about there. So once you've made sure that everything's saved, let's head back to our blog post, refresh it. If we scroll down, here we have some social media icons. And if you click on this, it'll take you to your Facebook to share. And it does the same for each and every one of these. So the next part we're going to touch on is these little sections here. I'm just going to show you what you can do if you even want them here at all. So to do that, so we're going to just go back to the dashboard. This will do here. If we just head over to appearances and then widgets, close that there. Here on the right sidebar, this is what we were talking about before. This is this bit here. You can actually remove any of these you don't want. I feel like I'm going to remove the meta section, archives and categories. No, maybe keep the archives, but get rid of the recent comments. So we just go over there and you just drag them out. Categories, archives, recent comments. I'll keep search and recent posts in, but I'm not too bothered with them. Everything we do here just auto saves. You don't need to click save or publish anywhere because we don't even have the option. But if we go back to our blog post there, give it a refresh, and as you can see, everything on the right hand side is now gone. You have your recent post here though still, and your search bar if you need to search for anything. But I wasn't a huge fan of it. I just feel like it's just unnecessary space. So that's now got rid of. But if you go back to widgets, there is a couple there that you might even like. I like throwing in a calendar in there. Just that's in the footer. We want that in the right sidebar. And that should save automatically. And if we go back to the page, hit refresh, we have a wee calendar here now as well. So our next step is we're going to add something else to our front page just to give it a little bit more shebang to it. So if we go to this bit here, customizable bit, go to front page and then front page widgets. So what we want to do now is we want to add a new widget. So if you go down and click add a widget, and we're going to go with blocks. If you scroll down, you'll see you have these new blocks here. They're all titled as well, block 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. We'll just scrap some of them. No. Oh. So we have our blocks here. So if we click on block 1, you can change a lot of the stuff here. You can change the title and you can even give it an image as well. I'm just going to call block 1 easy. Block 2 fast. Oh, fast. And then the last one, just call that one cheap. And of course, there's also the text here, which you can just edit by clicking edit here. And you can edit to say whatever you like. I'm just going to fill mine up here. Making a WordPress website can be done by anyone, not just professionals. Save and close. There we go, it looks a little bit better there. I'm just going to do the same for the rest here. I'll be back in one moment. I'm now back. I've just changed a few things here, just put a bit of text in. It does look a little bit faded, so you can actually change the color of the things here, make the text color a little bit darker, And the block's title color even darker as well, just to make it stand out a bit more. Just make sure you click it. I'm gonna go black. And if we go have a look, it should have changed. Go to our page, refresh it. Oh, I don't think we've actually hit save yet. So if we scroll back up, save and publish, and then give it a refresh. There's our new blocks there, but we're still going to add a little bit more to it now. As you can probably notice as well, the background of these little blocks are a different color. I don't mind it too much, but you can change this. So let's see if we go back to this screen here. Blocks background color, you can make that straight white. And there you go, it matches it up. And you can even change it to, I don't know, even red, pink, or orange, or anything like that. But I'm just going to keep it white, because anything else I find does make it look a little bit rubbish. So if we go back to the top, save and publish, give it a refresh. As you can see, it's all matching up a bit more now. But there's still more to do here as well. You can also rearrange this as well. If you don't want this to be here, you want it to be above there. If you just go back and you see where it says blocks, you can just click, drag it above, and now appears in the middle there. And you can even, if you want to put a wee background color, just change the color just the slightest. Just the slightest. Save and publish. Have a look at that. Have a refresh. And you can see with that little bit of color, it does just separate it just a little bit. That's what we kind of want to do. A lot of the more professional websites do this as well. So it does work. But we're going to add a few images to this as well. Just a few little icons. So if we just go back to that customizable section here, and we can actually add little images. I've already made a wee image I'm going to put in here. I'm just going to get it uploaded. I've got a wee little shell I want to just put in here. Insert image. It's a bit big, actually. I didn't actually make it the right size. Oh. So I've actually picked one of the bigger ones. I've actually got a much smaller one. So I'm just going to insert that image instead. Much smaller. And I'm going to do the same for each of them. It puts these little shells here that I've decided to put in. It matches up with the whole beach idea, you know. Keeps everything as relatable as possible. But I do like it. If you click save and publish and refresh your home page, you can see here it all fits in nicely. So that's pretty much our front page complete. Yours is going to look a bit different because it's going to have all your content here instead. But we're going to work on our about page and contact page. If you go to our about page now, it's going to be empty. We've got nothing here, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So to edit this page here, we're going to go back to our main dashboard, which is this one here. Go to pages, all pages. And then because we're going to do the about, we're going to click about here. And first of all, we'll just throw in some dummy text first. So we're just going to paste in that. Oh, that's not it. Copy that. Throw that in. I'm going to have a wee image at the start as well. You all remember how to do this. I'm going to upload a new one. I've got one in mind, I think. I'll use this one here. And then once you've uploaded it or whatever you've picked, just click down here where it says insert into page. You want to align it as well and align it to the left. Don't forget to give it things a title and alt text as well. Head facing C. Just something to help Google find it a little bit more easier. If you've got normal titles and stuff like that, when people search things, you're more than likely going to find your page rather than someone else's. Very handy to do, and it really does optimize your whole website. So there we go, mine's uploaded. So now that mine's uploaded, I'm just going to insert it into page. Go back to visual. There we go, it's on the side there, just where I wanted it. And it's all lined up correctly as well. And just click update there. I'm just going to add a wee header here, just about me. Highlight, change that, and heading 2. Make it a bit more space, better. And then update that as well. So once that's updated, which I've done there, and if you go back to your about page and refresh it, you'll see there's your text, your header. You can change that about like we did before. There's my image, but these recent posts and calendar here, I don't feel they're that suitable here. So I'm going to show you how we remove that. So if we just go back to our dashboard, and then it's actually on this page here. If we go to page attributes, we can just change that to full width page there. So that should remove that the right hand sidebar there. So if we click update and we go back to our about page, it actually fills the whole screen up, which I do believe looks a little bit better, especially for an about page. So that's our about page pretty much done. You can change this about to whatever you want, but the next up is the contact page. As you can see, it's also empty. So if we go, actually first of all, we're going to get a plugin. So if we go back to here, go to plugins, and where is new? Add new. And we're going to get a plugin called Contact Form 7. This is the most popular one for your contact form. It's going to look great. So we'll just search that and just make sure that it has a high amount of ratings and that it is compatible with your version of WordPress. That's a very important thing to do, or it's just not going to work using your WordPress. And sometimes it even has to match up with a certain theme. So if we just click install now and then activate. So once you've got that activated, you want to click over here on contact, and here's your actual contact form. If you want to click edit there, here is what you can change this about, but I find it's good enough here. It's got your subject, your message, your name, your email. This is what they're going to fill in. But if you click on mail here, this is where you change the email address where you want it to get sent to. So make sure that it is the right email address. So once you've made sure that your email address is correct, and go back to form here. And if you are wanting to change anything here, just make sure that you change just these bits here. If you change anything like the label or this bit here or the required bit, it's going to mess things up. This is what people are going to see. These words hid in between these brackets of sorts here, okay? But once you've all got that sorted, just click save. So once you've done that, you want to copy this here. Copy this shortcode and paste it into your page. So copy that. So once you have that copied, you go to your pages and then your contact, edit, and you want to paste this into here, but make sure you do it in text because I do feel it's better to do it that way for these kind of things. And then just click update. Now if we go to our contact page and give it a refresh, you have a contact type thing in here. This is what people who visit your site are going to see, and they'll enter their name, will enter their email, the subject and the message, and then when they hit send, it gets sent to your email, which is just great, really. As you can see, this stuff is here as well. We're going to remove that in a moment, but we're also just going to go back to here. Let's press return on that twice. We're going to put ourselves a wee title of sorts. Just going to put contact us, and then make that bold, just to make it a little bit more stronger. We'll go back to visual as well, actually, and change that to heading 2. Yeah, I feel that'll be good enough. If you want it bigger, go heading 1. If you want it any smaller, hit the other headings there as well. But hit update on that. And also, because we don't want those sidebars showing here, if you just go back to your template thing and make sure it's on full width page, update. Now let's have a look at the contact page now. If we give that a refresh, we've got the contact us, we've got the sidebar going, it's filled the whole screen up, and it already looks a lot better. Another good thing to do here is to actually get like a map of where your business is. So to do that, you want to go to Google Maps and find your location that you want to use, and then if you click on share here and then embedded map, I'll just go small, and if you just copy that there and take it into where your contact us page is, I'm just going to put it below. It may seem a bit big. I might put it to the right and see if that changes anything as well. Align that to the right, update, and then if we give it a refresh, I've actually posted it in the wrong area. So if we go back, remove that from there, click on text, because that's where it needs to be, enter right, align to the left. It'll be fine. Just leave it as it is. Update. Now, when we change and refresh, it won't show this. It now actually shows where your business is. You can have this above or below. It doesn't matter. Wherever it is you want to put it, it will go. So the next thing we're going to do is change our footer. We're going to change this bottom bar here to show a few more things. Maybe remove that there as well. So if we go back to our customizer and head down to footer. So once you've clicked on footer, you'll notice immediately at the bottom you'll have your social media icons already put in, which is great. So if you just click footer style, you'll also see the scroll to top button here. That's all the way here. If you click this, it will send you right to the top of your screen. I find that really handy. You can remove it if you want, but I do like it. So if you want that, keep that checked. So what we're going to do though is we want to remove this bottom bit here. So if you click on copyright area, if you just click edit content there and just delete that, save and close, that will disappear as well. And you can also change the color of this area if you want. So whatever you really like, and I just keep it as default. Well, once you've done, just click save and publish. So once you've deleted that, when we update this and refresh, these social media icons are going to disappear for some reason. So we just need to go back out of here, hit miscellaneous, and then social links. And then you'll go down here and then you just fill each of these up with the correct one. So let's say the first one is Facebook. You want that as facebook.com, and then slash whatever your Facebook page is. I'm just going to leave mine as facebook.com, and you do these with all of them. Twitter.com, so every time you click on these things down here, it will just click them. So when you click on these social media icons down here, it will take you to the relevant page. So once you've done that, just click save and publish. So once that's saved and published, if we go back to our home page and scroll down to the bottom, the 2 social medias that we've done are now in. Of course, you do these with all your different social medias if you want them all to be clicked on. Just enter in that link into them, and then these will take you to those pages. You can also change it so it doesn't appear at the bottom, and you can actually just get it to appear at the top. So if we go back to that page that you were just on, where is it? There we go. There we go. Change to the header, and then save and publish. Refresh your page, and now they're up here. I actually do prefer them up there, so I think I'm just going to keep them up there for the time being. Scroll down to the bottom, and the whole footer is now gone, which I honestly do prefer. I do like them up there. It gives a little bit more, makes my menu seem a bit more filled. To do is, if you go back to your customize page and then go to basic, and then I think it's basic style here. The site content text color, as you can see, the basic color is a bit faded, and I feel like it would be better if it was just straight up black. Stands out a bit more, and it's much better to see. And yeah, pretty much a lot better. So make sure you save and publish out. Change it to whatever color you'd like. There's a lot of other settings here as well. If you just go to set layout, you can make that full width, or you can have it boxed. Which I'm not a huge fan of. You've got everything just looks a little bit funny, so I'm going to keep it full width there. And we've got your basic fonts. You can change the font size of certain fonts that come up. Close that. We've got site identity. You've got your site icons. What your site icon is pretty much your fav icon. If you don't know what that is, it's, you see this little image up here. You see that? It's a bit of a, it's a HostGator for HostGator at the moment, but we can actually change this to something else. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to that little shell thing. I'm just going to stick there, right? Crop image. Now see, we've got the little personalized image for your tabs. So if you do have a little logo or something like that, something simple, you can change it to that and it'll appear up there, which I do believe looks lovely. So make sure you save and publish that as well. If you do want to learn how to make something like this and know a perfect website to use this, if you go to logomaker.com, close over the tutorials, have a look through them if you want. I'll tell you where everything is. There's your tools, and you can just make anything you want here. Just, you can make a wee text. You can actually make your own logo for your business here as well. I actually made one here earlier, and I'll show you how to upload it as well. So just fiddle about and make sure you keep it nice and small so it fits into your website. But you can also make your free fave icon up here as well. But just have a road around. This is a completely free website. You can just make little graphics. You can do it for whatever part of your business that you want as well. But if we go back, so if you go over to here where it says header and it says site title and logo, so we've just got Learn WP with Chris at the moment, but you can actually change that to an image if you want. I'm just going to see what it looks like. So I'm just going to upload the logo I've made before using that free logo maker tool here. I made this here. So if you go back to that screen, where is it? And put that in choose image. As you can see, we've got a nice logo up here and it fits perfectly on the top bar here as well. And you can also keep the tagline if you want that as well, or you can hide it. But I do like it, and I make it just a little bit bigger as well. I think that's actually for the title, so we'll just screw that. But it fits in nicely, as you can see there. But once you've done that, click Save and Publish. Now, if we go back to our home page, give it a refresh. Watch how this changes. There we go. So now I've showed you how you can make a logo as well. You've got your menu up here. We've got our picture in the background. We've got our clickable buttons here. We've got these little things here and a couple of still blocks posts, and we've got our blog posts here. We can click on these that take us to our pages that we've made, and you've learned, you know how to edit these now. You know how to change the color, make things a header, enter in your own images and videos, and then also your shareable clickable links there as well. And we've got our other recent posts, we've got our calendar. I'm just going to add one more thing here. I'm going to add in another plugin. So if we go to your proper dashboard here, click on plugins, add new plugin, and this plugin here is called Yoast SEO, and it's the one with the traffic lights. Here's the one. So it's compatible with our version, it's been updated, it's got a lot of ratings. Install now, and then activate. As you can see, you immediately get 2 notifications up here, so just click on them there for the time being. Since you are new, you can configure your plugin, exit that. Don't miss your crawl errors, click off that for the time being. These are just notifications that give you straight away. So now if we go to one of our pages, let's just head over to our about page. No, actually, it's not our pages. If we head to our posts page and go, HostGator is amazing. Let's click on this for the time being. Change that to visual. If you go down here, it will, this now new will make it a lot easier for Google to find your website. The more green lights, the better, pretty much. So the text contains 512 words. This is more than equal to the recommended number, so that's already a good start. But here where it says no focus keyword was set for this page, so we can't even get a good score. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a wee header in here. I'm going to call it WordPress. This WordPress. WordPress will do. I'm just going to delete some of those. Change that to a wee heading. We're going to throw in WordPress here, WordPress there, click update. Readability still needs improvement, but that's fine. But if we scroll down here and we want a focus keyword, we want to change that to WordPress. So now you'll see the focus keyword appears in 1 out of 1 subheadings in the copy. While not a major ranking factor, this is beneficial. It also appears in the paragraph, which is also really good now. So if someone's Google searching WordPress, let's say, with your name of your website, it's going to show up now in Google, and it'll look a little bit like that. This is very good if you want a lot of people to visit your site through Google. You're not just sharing the link. You're really going to work on your search engine optimization, your SEO. If you really are interested in this, I would Google it and just learn as much as you can, because it is kind of important to know about, really. So that's the SEO complete. So the main thing is just try and make sure up here says green. Just follow the instructions here. It'll just make you rank a lot better in Google. But this isn't related to everyone. Not everyone wants to be ranked by Google. So once everything's done, just make sure it's all updated. And now if we go to our page, our website, go to the home page. So we're pretty much complete here. We've got our title up here. We've got our menus. We've got some social media icons here. We've got our front of our page title here, what we're all about, our about link, our contact us link. We've got the blocks here. We've got our blog post here as well. And we've got our contact us page, which has an ability for people who are visiting your site to contact you, as well as the ability to show the map of your business so people know where you are as well. I hope my tutorial was helpful. I hope it got you to the kind of website that you wanted to build today. And if it did help you, just give us a like there. And if you want, subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm going to be making loads more videos using different themes. I'm going to make a website with a shop on it as well. That's my next step, to make a website with a shop and show you how to do it for as minimal money as possible. But yeah, if you like this, give it a comment, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and I'll see you next time at Learn WP with Chris. Thank you very much.